Hello everybody, get off my lawn cards. I'm Dan, welcome in. And today was day 2 of the National, and with a lot of success. Real fun day, very, very busy. The National is probably going to set record levels of attendance. Tables everywhere. You know, usually you have like a main floor where you have the tables, but this year they put it up on the second floor. They put, I don't know, 50 to 100 tables up there. And it was just madness. The tables were too close together up there, and people, I'll show you footage of what it looked like. You're going to be amazed how busy it was. But a lot of cool stuff going on today. Saw some famous people today. I saw Renee from Storage Wars with his wife. They were at the eBay Live booth. I saw William Refrigerator Perry also today. That was kind of cool. When I was a kid, he was kind of a national figure. I also saw Scott Steiner. He was just walking around. I don't know what he was doing, but you know, if you're a wrestling fan, you know who Scott Steiner was. Also a Michigan grad or Michigan attendee. I don't know if it was grad. But anyway, so a couple notes about the National before I show some footage. Like I said, super, super busy. And it was Thursday. Thursday is usually pretty busy, but not like it was today. Friday and Saturday will be a madhouse in the National. It's guaranteed. The air conditioning and the Wi-Fi, the people that knock the National always complain about these things. The air conditioning has been exceptional, and the Wi-Fi has been very, very good. No complaints on either one of those. I think it also helps that Chicago is a little cooler than it was 2 years ago. You know, if it's like 95 degrees, it's going to be very hard for the AC to keep up. It is not 95 degrees in Chicago. It's actually quite comfortable. The new Ludex Lounge, which I'll show you a short clip of, is very nice. Much bigger than the lounge that they had 2 years ago here. And, you know, people got cards set out, people making deals. It's been a very good lounge. And so all things really good on day 2. One of the highlights for me on day 2 is actually I picked up kind of a grail card. I'll show you that one. That was kind of a bigger card. And then I'll show you some other pickups that I had that were pretty nice as well. I bought some slabs, you know, hit the dollar boxes. There's some really good dollar box areas at the National. Maybe not like there used to be. Seems to me there used to be better, you know, more dollar boxes. But, you know, why sell dollar box cards when you can sell cards $100 on up to $25,000, $30,000, whatever. You make money a lot quicker that way. So I'll show you some footage. There's quite a lot of footage I shot. It's kind of going to be a mishmash. I apologize for that. I tried to give like some perspective of how big the National is, if you've never been there before, and then also how busy it is. And so you're going to get both of those. I'll show you some cases. There's some really nice cases, especially a vintage baseball. Some really nice stuff. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle. If you're into vintage baseball, I tried to shoot some of that today. And then I'll show you what I bought. All right, this is the Ludex Lounge. I kind of showed this yesterday. The Ludex Lounge, they have for VIPs. Sponsored by Ludex. Quite a few people in here. This is like 3 in the afternoon. It's kind of a nice place to take a load off, and it's air conditioned, and a lot of people have talked about air conditioning not being good here. That is not the case this year. The air conditioning is really, really good. And and also the temperatures outside of the building are cool also, so that helps. But there's a Ludex Lounge. All right, this is the upper level of the National. This is the second floor. This year they have put tables here, and so you can see how busy it is. I have yet to take a look at any of these tables, but just give you an idea of what how busy things are up here. Conditions are pretty tight, I guess, also, so you have to be pretty patient. All right, just give you an idea how crowded things are up in this second loft, the second level. This is one of the aisles of the upper level here. It took me 20 minutes to walk across this aisle, which is probably 100 feet long. It's crazy. They have tons of space. You can see all the space there's space behind these curtains and everything. There's tons of space to put people, but they just crowded it. So that's what it looks. That's what the National looks like today. And this is Thursday. It's going to get real busy tomorrow and Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay, pickups. I bought a lot of stuff today. Wide variety of stuff, including a grail card today. This is why you go to the National. You buy those kind of cards here. All right, these were dollar cards. These are, I think, for $25 for $20. I usually buy stuff from this booth. They're from New York. Fast Break, Prism, Amen Thompson from Prism Draft Picks. Nice, like red ice. I bought some Evan Mobleys. Not because I need them, that's for certain, but they were really, really cheap. So this is a variation Mobley rookie. Sort of somewhat rare. I wouldn't say rare, but red, white, and blue. Green, red, white, and blue. Pajemski, pink hyper. Whoops, Pajemski hyper. Pajemski green, some really nice variation stuff. I didn't want to buy like base stuff. Trey Murphy, orange pulsar or orange burst. Mobley select rain, I think that's what it's called. Orange flash Mobley. Here's a Luka select silver. Josh Johnson red, white, and blue. I can't remember this guy's first name. Dyson Daniels green mosaic rookie. I like him. I think he's a good player for Atlanta. Here's Kevin Durant Aqua Monopoly. I like these cards. Road to the Finals, Giannis, first round. Denny Avdia Select rookie or Spectra rookie. There's Trey Murphy Blue Velocity. SAR variation green. Here's a Durant Olympic pink. The only thing I don't like about those, no uniforms. Should be able to use the USA logo, I think. Topic Instant Impact Silver. Here's a Jokic Spectra. I just like the brand, by a high brand. Here's a Contenders Jokic. Kind of a disco effect. I don't know what that's called with Contenders. This is kind of the weirdest card I bought. I bought this is from the reprint 48 Bowman that Steph Curry rookie is in. This is a play. It is numbered though. Numbered 1948. As a former basketball coach, I just thought that was kind of cool. And for less than $1, well, can't go wrong. Jokic Court Kings, and then a Jalen Johnson Mosaic. So all those cards, like I said, $20. I think. Like I said, I buy dollar cards. I showed footage of this yesterday, like $50 boxes. That's what they specialize in. And so I had time to go through it today. All right, these were a little bit higher. These are like $3 to $5. You know, like I bought a Wemby Instant, $5. White Hot Rookies, Wemby 5. I just like that subset. Another Instant Victor. I do collect coaches a little bit, and I bought 2 Bob Hurley Senior, Allen and Ginter like sweater cards for $5 a piece. I do collect coaches. I have a nice Gino Oriamo, one of those I bought years ago. You know, cards like this I like to buy. This is a Hoops foil Giannis, number to 199. I mean, kind of a rarer form of that card. I do have a Red Wave Denny Avdia for $2. I think that's a steal. He's a very good player. This is from a hockey set, Champs Hockey, and it's Wall of Legends. It's a Steve Nash jersey card, game worn. It's from a few years ago. I just thought that was kind of an oddball card. Never seen it before. Derek Lively, Lava. This one's numbered to 199. Low number. You know, if I decide to try to flip that, there's a lot of Duke fans that might snap that up. Years ago, I had some of these cards. I sold them, made some good money on. This is NBA. This is Topps Finest Basketball. Dwayne Wade highlights or Finest Moments Gold. These are numbered. This is numbered to $3.99. The ones I used to have were encased. This one is not. I don't know if the guy tried to create it or what. Took it out of the case. The encased ones are really nice, and that one's okay too. Last card I bought from this guy was a Grant Hill Goodwin Champions jersey. We have a blue piece of jersey. It's kind of a nice one. I like Grant Hill. He was a good player back in the day. So this stack was about $40. Let's see. A couple other things. Oops. I bought this card just kind of by itself. This is the Dale Ellis Crown Royal, number to 99 autograph. I paid half price for this, $4. What a great player. One of the early great three-point shooters. Really kind of an underrated player now. That guy could get buckets back in the day. I did buy a Wemby in the top part of the National, the second level. That was so crazy in the footage. I bought this Wemby Mercury, paid $30 for it. So I think that's a good buy. I think I bought a couple of them this spring for like $50. So let's see, on my brother's recommendation, he saw this booth yesterday that had a bunch of slabs. VSM was it? Or yeah, VSM cards. And they had a lot of slabs and pretty good prices. So I bought a bunch. This was like my first thing I did this morning. For instance, I bought Topps Chrome Wemby PSA 9, $25. It's about what they sell for. They sell for $25 to $30. Here's a Lonzo Ball Fanatics box set. This is a PSA 9. I might be the last person buying LaMelo balls right now. But that's okay. I mean, if he comes back, he's healthy. He's a pretty popular player with younger people. Here's kind of a cool card. This is a Jordan SPX 96-97. It's got kind of it's kind of like a hologram type look. It's an 8. It's not super valuable, $20. But I thought it was just kind of a cool card. I bought a Wemby Topps Now PSA 10. This is one of my favorite cards lately. I just kind of think it's very classy almost, where he's wearing a suit. It's for the draft. Kind of commemorates that. It's really kind of his first Topps Now card also. So I really like that card. Here's a PSA 9 Desmond Bain, red, white, and blue. He went to Orlando this off season. I think he's going to be pretty good there. So he's definitely going to help that team. I bought a Paolo Banchero purple optic rookie PSA 9. This card is kind of sneaky good. I'm not sure exactly what it's worth. This is a Fleer Rookie Sensations Durant rookie. It is a glossy BGS 9. Might overpaid a little bit for that, but glossy are hard to find. And last slab I bought from that particular booth was this Wemby Contender's Choice. This is a PSA 9. Nice looking card. Paid $30. You know, Wemby prices have kind of cooled, and so I'm hoping I buy the dip, so to speak. They say that a lot, like stock investing, and you know, and I like Wemby, so I mean, it serves two things there, two purposes. A couple other cards I bought. I bought a LeBron James rookie. This is a Fleer Tradition. It has a corner that's a little dinged on the back, and the you know, the guy told me right offhand, but I like this card. I like this the Fleer Tradition LeBron. It's an affordable rookie, so I bought that. This was my first purchase, I think, of the day. Okay, two more cards. This one, I just think for the grade and the price, I thought this was great. This is a card of my youth. This is a Shaquille O'Neal first overall draft pick, or number 1 NBA draft pick, I should say. This is a SGC 9.5. It's really hard to find like high grade copies of this card. There's tons of them out. There's tons of this card out there, but not in this grade. And I paid $50 for it. This might have been my purchase of the day, like condition wise, card wise. I have a bunch of these Shaqs, but I don't have any graded. Now I do, and it's a pretty high grade. You know, SGC 9.5. Okay, last card I bought. This is a Grail card. This is a card I had on my list when I came down here. When I came over here, I should say. I didn't come down, came west. So I was looking for this card, and I should have bought it years ago, really. But I bought this card today. This is a Larry Bird Magic Johnson rookie with Julius Erving in there. This is a BVG 7.5. Okay, BVG 7.5. This is kind of a Grail card. You know, I grew up during this era of basketball where, you know, Dr. J was a little bit on the downslide, but he was still really good. Then, of course, Larry and Magic, you know, kind of redefined the 80s, and, you know, the NBA exploded after that. So I paid $1,000 for this card, which is the most I've ever paid for a card. And like I said, this is a Grail card. And I was very fortunate to find one in this grade. There was a guy a couple booths down that had 3 of these cards at PSA 7s that wanted $13.50. And I wasn't going to pay that. But this was a good, I think this was a good deal for this card. And so I have one of those Grail cards. A couple of years ago, I came here looking to buy a Walter Payton rookie. And I have a Walter Payton rookie that I think is also a BVG 7.5. So buying the cards, these kind of cards every once in a while, if you're able to, is really nice. I feel very fortunate to have this card. So those are my pickups. Like I said, a busy day today. Like I said, I took some time also to just kind of take in some of the other things that the National provides. You know, I kind of see famous people and that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. It's pretty fun. Friday promises to be a very busy day. We might actually do a trade night. We generally don't do trade nights. Today we got back to the hotel and we went in the pool, which felt really good. It's always nice to have a hotel with a pool when you walk around all day. So we enjoyed that. Tomorrow we might take in, like I said, the trade night that's put on. We'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. If we've got to wait for a long time, we'll probably be out. But we'll see. So until next time, Ketos, thank you. Like, subscribe. Those of you that are new subscribers, thank you for subscribing and watching day 1 footage. And we'll see you down the trail for day 3.